Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm at Goodwood and I'm driving for the first time. I'm driving myself up the hill in the Huracan Evo. Now, I've been really lucky over the last 5 years to be a passenger, and to do it once is like amazing. But this year Lamborghini said to me, do you want to drive? I'm not going to say no to that. Right guys, this is a bit chaotic. I'm having to turn on all the cameras as I drive here. Right, I apologise for the chaos of this video, but it's never, when you drive up the hill, it's never as smooth as you hope it would be. But you join me in a Huracan Evo Coupe. Obviously I've driven here in the Spider, and it's just, I'm actually shaking guys. I'm actually quite nervous, so, but I'm in good hands. Got Charlie with me. I've got to be really careful because it's been raining so much as well, so I've heard the track's quite green. It's not in good condition. We just had some rally cars going up as well, so they've been kicking loads of dirt up onto the track, so it's going to be yeah, it's just this is just an experience. I just wanted to share this with you. Nothing chaotic from me. It's just see what happens. Guys, it's so surreal just driving this. Having done this so many times as a passenger, actually driving to the start line. You got a McLaren Senna here. Oh, look at the rear wing on that. We got the Urus just in front of me, and that's the Urus that I drove to the Lake District only a few weeks ago. You know how much I love that Urus, driving through those mountain roads. I had a lot of fun with that. And today we're in the Evo. What an experience this is going to be. So we just turn around, come back down towards the start. So just so you're aware, today's press day, so it's typically a press day on a Thursday, so a lot of the journalists are going up in cars, and what they do is they put a chicane just before Malcolm just to slow the speed down, because that corner's pretty, even the pros get it wrong. So I think they're keeping the speed under control by putting a chicane in there. We just got to slow right down to about 10 miles an hour just to keep it sensible. So we're in Corsa mode. Obviously, I've been through this so many times with you guys. We've got 3 modes. We just put into Strada. Everything goes very calm, very sedated. Sport picks up the revs, makes it a lot more responsive, and then Corsa is your track mode. But most importantly, traction control is still on. I'm not a lunatic. First thing I noticed actually coming out of the Spider is how much more space is in this. In the Spider, everything's squeezed together because you've got the mechanism to put the roof back in, and the engine is actually slightly in a different position. The cabin's a lot smaller in the Spider, so I'm actually quite enjoying a bit more leg space. The Spider, you're a little bit more, and I'm not a tall person. Okay, so Charlie's putting his helmet on. I'm not sure if that's a good sign or not. But like I said, it's, you know, the track's very green, so it's a very sedated run. But I'm in Corsa mode, so we'll see. We'll get a feel for it. But the most important thing is to slow down for that that chicane that's in place, and also that flint wall as well. It's got trees, so I expect it's going to be quite damp under there as well, so just need to be very careful and mindful of that. And I'm probably not going to say much as I'm driving because I'm going to be concentrating. They gave me 5 minutes before I got in the car. They were like, right, we're going up the hill, and I hadn't set up any cameras, so hopefully everything's okay. I've got a feeling this camera here might move a little bit, so I might have to just quickly adjust it as I pull off the line.
For the start marshal, I'll give you the cue here. Okay, on we go, Brad. Go for it. Hammer down. Nice little brake, everyone. Close to the apex. Let it come wide. So, back on the gas. Little brake, and in. That's it, out on the power. Here. Down. Back brake out. Finish your gate. Keep scoring it. Stay on brakes. Good. Ding through. Lovely.
Nice, it's a tight one, isn't it?
Take your time on the throttle. Good. Power down. Braking again. Good for you on the extra here. Just be careful with that. Nose right. That's it. Good. Brake again. To the right. Take your time. Good. Now on the power. Straight onto this section, Brad, that'll lead us up to the top paddock.
We're going all the way up to the paddock, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I didn't even get a chance to check to see if that camera moved back. Fortunately, it's still in place. I'm actually shaking, guys. That's no exaggeration.
Okay, we'll go around to the left here.
Thank you so much for taking me through that.
That's all right. Okay, over to the left-hand bank for me. Marshal will guide you up behind the car. Just keep an eye on them for stopping. Okay, into park, and then just let it rock gently onto the... That's it, perfect.
All right. Oh, thank you so much, Charlie.
It's all right, my pleasure.
We got to drive down back. I can't even get my words in the right order. We got to drive back down in a second, which is always a fun bit as well, because you just get to take in the actual track and everyone, you know, watching from the sides. It's I actually quite like driving down. It's quite fun, but that was really intense. And do you know what? Driving this Huracan on a track where I don't need to worry about speed limits just makes me really appreciate how great this car is. And I know I'm like a stuck record. I say it all the time, every time I'm in one of these, how great these are. I thought the coupe sounded slightly... Oh, hold on a minute. I'm looking for I'm all over the place, guys. Did you go up in the Urus, did you?
Did those barriers scare you?
What barriers?
The big white bollards.
Oh, the chicane.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that was going to be there. I was like, why are we
Ah.
braking? Oh, crikey.
This is nice, this SF90. That is a nice looking car. I think Ferrari are going in quite an exciting direction with their car designs.
Yeah, it's pretty, that one, I have to say.
You've seen how low the engine is?
No.
So when you look into the engine bay,
Yeah.
it's so low at the back. It's basically sat on the
gap
axle.
between the panel and the
Yeah.
engine, yeah.
Right, so we're about to drive back down.
Quite smart.
Yeah, really good. Very portable.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about cameras. It's my favourite subject at the moment. I was distracted. Just walking down into Corsa again. You hear the valve opening up at the back. Blips. Through the flip wall. The I've come through here. A couple of years ago I went up in the SVJ and we were very close to that was with Max Venturi, and I swear we were inches away from it. There's a few times I get to be a complete Asbo. It's at Goodwood Festival of Speed. It sounds so good, and that's stock, guys. That's stock. Nothing's been done to that. If you buy a Huracan Evo, that's what it sounds like, straight from the factory. So many of these modern supercars are coming with the filters in there now and soft limiters. It's just a little bit boring, but Lamborghini, they don't do that. They don't do that. Mind you, that 812. Yeah, I'm being a bit out-trumped now by the V12 in front from the 812 Superfast. It still sounds good, that V10. Best sounding V10 in my opinion. Right guys, we have arrived. I'm back at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Today I'm with Ferrari, so it's the hottest day. I've driven with the roof off. And we're going to head down the hill and I'm going to jump. I don't know what Ferrari I'm in, but we're just going to play this by ear. This event is always chaos, so I'm kind of just going with it. But look where I'm parked. I am parked in the most insane car park. You can just look around at all these cars. We've got a Ferrari F40 somewhere over there. Everyone's crowding around the F40. And then you've got McLarens, Ferraris, Porsches. There's a Carrera GT behind. This place is insane. So yeah. If you haven't seen my F8 video, go check it out. So I had this for just under a week, but the weather was so bad. Let's just see. Yeah, look. It wasn't me, I promise. The weather was so bad that I actually left some pebble marking on there. So yeah, there's the F8, and we today are in. Let me just head over. Thank you so much, Ferrari, as well, for this invite. Ferrari always really look after me, and I'm so thankful for that. But today we're in this. This is SF90 Stradale. And I can't wait to go in this.
Once, press it again, it says ready, then basically the car started.
It's mad, isn't it?
In this environment, because obviously we're doing what we're doing, two ways of starting it. I can get hold of the right paddle again to start the car, or on the Eno, I can just go to qualifying mode, 1000 horsepower mode.
1000 horsepower mode.
1000 horsepower mode, 1000, and then you've got performance mode, hybrid mode, electric drive mode. But we're going to go in 1000 horsepower mode.
Oh my god.
It's also warming its cats up at the moment, so it's warming the cats and the exhaust, so it won't allow us to put it in an ED electric drive.
Right, okay. Look at that, it's all touchscreen as well. Do you think this is the direction Ferrari are going to go with a lot of the wheels? Because I like this.
This is the new wheel, the new dashboard, HMI, human machine interface we've got in front of us.
Have you got a heads-up display as well?
We've got a heads-up display as well, which I can configure a little bit, so it's got a couple of different views to it.
Okay, cool.
But this wheel, with the sort of the touch feel and scroll,
that's awesome.
With the pad there, is going to be coming towards all. A Seto Fiorano pack car. So what we don't have in this car that the normal Stradale SF90 Stradale has, the biggest difference is we have fixed damping.
So on the Manatino, when I move it, we don't change any damping, anything on the shock absorbers, nothing changes. If we were in the other car, normal SF90, I'd be able to push that in, and that would give me a bumpy road,
Right,
which we see on all the Ferraris with a bumpy road button, wherever it might be.
Yeah, it's normally over here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So on this car we have a Multimatic fixed damper. Multimatic being the company that built the Ford GT, they took it to Le Mans, that's how, so they had the job of doing the fixed damper. That also means you lose lift. So a lot of customers want lift on the cars, that type of stuff, but with this, it's a little bit more hardcore. This would be a harder ride. You'd use this on the track more than you'd have a Magna ride car, if you like. Normal dashboard. We can change the colour of the rev counter now as well, within the settings.
That's awesome.
And a third dash, which gives you navigation and rev counter.
Nice.
And then back to your main screen. And you can slide across. Take the small boxes from the left hand side on the right hand side.
So you can fully customise it and choose where you want it.
You sort of choose where you want it. Then the screens have little sub menus as well, so I can go down, see where the charge is coming from.
That's awesome.
See
I really like that.
speeds.
And how do you find the responsiveness on the? Is it quite responsive?
It's really good. What happens if it's not responding properly? People are pressing things too hard. You know, you just got to do
just nice and light.
Real light swipes across. Yeah.
That's really smart. That's really impressive technology, and we haven't seen that really in any other car.
It's got something smoking up there. Look. I miss being able to smoke the tyres up there in this book.
Can you not light them up at all?
Wow, it just grips and goes. Grips and goes. That's some kid time. We're gonna launch. I've took far too many beers in one.
Mate, I struggle to go upstairs these days, let alone sit in cars like this. Cheers, dude.
No worries. Good to see you again, mate.
Yeah.
Good to take your deal again.
Right guys, I just want to take us out of the Festival of Speed for a second, because I'm not going to do that Ferrari SF90 any justice talking about it, shouting about it with all that adrenaline pumping through me at the top of the Festival of Speed hill. It's such a chaotic environment. I really wanted to just take a step away from the festival for a second and just talk to you about that car, albeit in a Lamborghini Huracan Evo Spider. But do you know what? I am massively impressed with the technology that's in that car. We're finally seeing innovation from Ferrari that we've wanted for many years. Of course, the SF90 is a landmark car. It's celebrating 90 years of roadworthy Ferraris. So with that, they have to innovate, and we've definitely seen it. The technology in that car is simply incredible. Technology that I've not seen in many other cars. You know, thank you so much to James Pickford, my driver, for taking time to show me all the systems on the steering wheel. And I'm excited for the future of Ferrari. I think if we weren't seeing this technology coming through now, then we'd really start to criticize Ferrari for not innovating enough. But we're finally seeing it now on these newer models, and the technology it has, I think the future is incredibly bright for Ferrari now. How great does that sound, guys? Let's go back to the Festival of Speed. You're going to join me as we're about to drive down the hill, and I'll wrap it up very quickly. I apologise for this video being a bit all over the place. Making videos at the Festival of Speed is probably the hardest environment to make videos, so I apologise that we've kind of had to jump out of the Festival of Speed, and I'm now sat in a Lamborghini, which is very strange to be talking about Ferrari, but it has to be done. Right guys, so I'm going to wrap up the video. What an amazing drive, what an amazing car this is. Ferrari have completely blown it out of the water with this. The technology in this thing's insane. Everything's touchscreen, really impressed. And I'm so excited about the future of Ferrari. I think, you know, I think the future's really bright for Ferrari, and they're really sort of getting out the comfort zone and experimenting with new technologies. And James took me through all the things on the, I've forgotten what they all do and mean, but I was really impressed. So anyway, enough of me talking on. I do that far too much and my videos end up being 20 minutes. So I'm going to say thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section below and whack a like on this video. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hey Tim. Rob. Whoa!